Are you Miss Jack Davis?
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you as well. I'm Rachel Lewak. Do you mind if I sit?
Please fix me.
Thank you. Well, I met Brock previously at a Georgia alumni game, and I'm not sure if he told you, but I'm from NetSuite, and he thought it might be beneficial to PTI, so he wanted us to talk today.
Yeah, sounds great.
Do you mind if I set up some
Please
supplies?
go right ahead and set it up.
Thank you. Well, do you know anything about NetSuite?
I am a little bit familiar. I know a couple other companies in the past who have used it, but other than that, I haven't really looked too much into it.
Okay, well, it's a CRM package, and it's really, we're just going to look at how it may benefit your company and how it may help provide some solutions.
Okay.
So I brought some notes and questions that I thought may be prevalent to your business, and so would you like them right now or at the end?
I'd love a copy.
Okay, and here's my business card as well, so if you need anything to contact me at all. Also, would you mind if I took some notes or asked some questions?
Please go right ahead.
Okay, thank you. Well, I saw that PTI is at 168 million for revenue, which I thought was very impressive. And you also have had 9% growth in the past 3 years. And I was wondering, what is your future plans for your company?
Well, at the moment, we're currently expanding into 6 other states across the Southwest. We're wanting to reach out a little bit more than that, but time will tell. Along with that, we're also wanting to add on 10 additional members to our sales team and kind of see how much further we progress after that.
Okay. I mean, that's very ambitious, and it's also, it seems like y'all are very prepared to expand. But how are you managing with your current staff in this growth?
It's been a bit chaotic. We're constantly moving and growing, and there's just a lot going on at the moment. If you do not mind me asking, how much exactly experience do you have with companies in this stage at the moment?
Well, I don't mind at all. I've been working with NetSuite for 3 years, and I've been in the top 20% all 3 years. I was actually in the top 10% in my second year. And from my experience with other wholesaler markets, I've seen that when you're growing, you might have to sacrifice service delivery for short-term profits, and it can be due to like a tracking system or not being centralized or consistency across like functionalities. Have you experienced any of these concerns?
Yes. I don't see a company who couldn't have, right now we have multiple systems, tracking systems, and we don't have a standardized direct way of inputting information and documentation. So just basically the multiple systems right now are becoming a tad bit confusing for all of the employees.
That's understandable. It sounds a little frustrating. How difficult is processing your growth movement across states with your current CRM system if it's not all similar?
Obviously, it's going to be something that's difficult. The CRM that we're currently using is a tad bit confusing. So our sales staff, some of them aren't even currently using it, and they're mixing personal notes along with that, and then just it's becoming very inconsistent.
When you say personal notes, do you mean like a different software, or what do you mean by personal notes for the sales?
They're physically writing in a notebook. It's not getting uploaded online, at least not in a timely manner.
That sounds very like you'd have to keep up with the paper trail, of course. Other than tracking and impeding future growth, are there any other aspects of your system that could use improvement?
The sales process definitely is something. Other matters like the notebooks, IT software, and then it's just becoming a backlog of time. And then so at the moment we're currently losing retailers from that, misplacing customer items. Things are just getting out of place where they shouldn't be, and it's taking a lot of my personal time to go back and backtrack after everybody and kind of tie up loose ends.
So what you're kind of implying or saying is that a non-standardized template may be causing inventory discrepancies as you expand. Is that why Brad mentioned that your growth's actually gone to only 7.5% in this upcoming 2017?
We will, or we are currently projected to go down that percent. It's been difficult because our training is outdated currently. It's hard to get people that fit our needs that work into our system and get them trained. up to date on it. Things are a little bit old, so we're having to hire around other people's schedule rather than just really getting the best, and who would really work into our company.
Also, I was wondering, how do you track your customer complaints in order to improve?
Customer complaints are right now just kind of being scattered throughout. Sometimes they get lost and we don't even realize it until that opportunity is lost. And as you can imagine, that's becoming a huge frustration to me. And I don't want to have that negative opinion or have somebody have that negative opinion of our company and stuff. So it's becoming difficult, but we're quickly trying to fix that and get a hold of it. And hopefully we'll get some people set up to deal more along with the relationship side of everything, kind of keeping track of what all is happening.
Yes, because I'd love for PTI to keep its value of being like the highest turnover and best like competitive pricing. Like your company is very well known, and I think a better CRM package would just get your name out there even faster.
Mm-hmm.
But I am beginning to notice a theme here with your CRM package. Like,
So am I.
well, you mentioned before, does the lack of consistency among the itineraries of salespeople and retailers reduce worker efficiency and may cause territory confusion?
There has been a frequent amount of territory confusion. As we're expanding and growing, we have salespeople who are getting confused on what they should be covering, which people were followed up with, who to follow up with. And so people are getting called twice, people are not getting called at all, and it's just...
Yeah. Could the unreliability of the current CRM package maybe be distilling your growth by focusing on your current moving inventories rather than issues or even prospects as you expand?
Yes, we're so busy focusing on current resellers that we can't expand our insights into future prospects. Even if we are able to hire people specifically to target and position new resellers prospects, it's just difficult to get everything trained up and up to date and running on time.
Okay. And with training, as you mentioned, you said you can only do it on the other CRM company's convenience, which doesn't sound very reliable, but how does the training undertake, and like can the complexity of it be deterring the sales force from using a standard template?
Sometimes training can take up to an additional month. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of waste on at least in my point of view. The sales force has been known to have problems that are not compatible with older versions of things that employees are using. They're having to use Athens HQ, and it doesn't really work on the mobile devices, which was something that is becoming increasingly more important to everyone.
Yes, of course. I mean, we're in a constantly technology is expanding nowadays. My little nephew knows how to use an iPod better than I do at this point.
My pug could probably use an iPod at this point.
How old is your pug?
I have a 9-year-old pug.
Oh my god, that sounds adorable.
He's perfect. Do you want to see a picture of him?
I would love to, actually. Oh, he's beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, if you know, I know you're really busy, so I'm just gonna go ahead and keep asking questions. But what advantages would you see from cutting down training time and having a skilled workforce with real-time data?
It's gonna eliminate that hiring rate, and then we're gonna be able to open up our window to who we're able to take on and just really make sure that we're using real-time data. We're not waiting on things lagging behind. I'm not having to deal with waiting on things coming in, and just really keeping up the efficiency and cutting down on customer complaints.
Has your non-standard system maybe affected your team to take client calls or meetings?
With a non-standardized template, we're having hassle in regards for filling inventory, and the invoices are getting confused. I'm having to go back and keep track of everything. Some don't even use the CRM package that we currently have set up. So it's getting other people up to date, and then people are trying to coach other people, and there's just no way to get everybody on one single page. So there's really no way to project numbers or how somebody's going to be able to prosper in the business. It's just becoming very confusing organizational wise.
Yeah, it sounds like you're having to do a lot with like impacting service delivery as it's kind of falling with the decentralized system. Does the poor communication between different departments, because I know you said with the customers, but is there any like non-correlation between like the departments that could ever lead to losing customers?
I mean, I definitely like to think not, but thinking on it, I'm sure that that definitely is something that is playing into it. Nobody wants to sit around and spend time playing catch up with everything. Everybody has things going on outside of work. So there's been situations where salespeople are leaving notes, and when it gets sent off to the accountants, financial invoices aren't being input properly. Sorry, got my mind on my pug. And it's just becoming a lot.
Yeah, well, I'm sure like if you could decrease the number of like missed prospect calls and being able to like have entry errors, spend a lot more time with the little pug.
Yeah.
But how much more in sales do you think you could make a year if we were able to decrease the missed prospects?
But currently, I would like to say that with at least 750 million, 20% growth rate, and we're able to expand without any entry errors and increase and train and just get everybody up to date, we'd be able to cut down on fixing errors and those internal conflicts and just really take time to focus on other things in the business.
Well, Ms. Davis, if you don't mind, I would really like to show you NetSuite and how it can have a lot of problems. It can solve a lot of the problems you're having. And I'd also kind of want you to take control and see how easy it is to navigate or learn.
Yeah, no, definitely. I would love to take a look at it.
All right. Well, if you don't mind, I'm gonna like move closer so you can see the computer better.
Yeah, of course.
Let me just log in right here.
It's a nice laptop.
Thank you. Okay, so we have a 99% user satisfaction rating because, yes, of course, I want you to take control. Because we have turnover in training is very excellent, so that's why I kind of want you to get a feel for it and see how ease of use it is.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the problems you mentioned are very easily accessible. We have our dock screen, which is right over here.
Yeah.
And it's able to be customized in the way you're able to get a feel for how, like what is what is going on currently in your business. It's very real-time data. You don't have to worry about the lagging that you're getting with your current system. You can see we do it by project based. Okay. So you can see that the people can only input what they have the ability to input, only with their projects.
Oh, wow.
And people can only see what they need to see.
That's
so in this case, they can send it through like their different channels. And only sales managers can only sales. You as an administrator could see everything as of course, which right now we're on sales. So as you also see within the customer tab, there's a transaction subsection, and there's an item section. So this will help you which items belong to which customers, because you're saying you might have some missing inventory that you've been obtaining because of just lack of communication. And so, and also it's on multiple systems, and the way you were talking, we actually do on mobile and traveling. So you can see on our mobile app right here that it is the same exact as it is here. So it's very cohesive, and it's something that they can do like from anywhere. They can do it on the way to the airport. So I know as a salesperson, they're constantly traveling.
And I love to travel.
Yeah. Well, of course you do. Do you like doing anything with your pug going abroad?
Oh, I definitely take him with me. He gets his own seat right next to me. And he loves airplanes, and he loves going on airplanes, and people love the pug on the airplane. So.
Well, with this, you could play with your pug, be on an airplane while he's sleeping and relaxing. You could be on your phone looking at the sales numbers currently. And so you can also see how we do invoices, as well as how the project base can also help with like the territory confusion. It'll specifically list like who has what authority to each section. Yeah. So are there any other questions that you may have with NetSuite?
I just want to get down and talk about pricing a little bit and see how that's going to play into everything.
Here, I'll bring it up. This is a list of our various packages with different prices. It's very scalable because I know that was one of your concerns. It's based off the amount of employees as well as a few other issues. And so it's very scalable and customizable with pricing and features, and it can work with all types of businesses as you continue to grow. And also with our with the price, you also get free training. We'll come here for a week. A lot of people, even those computer illiterate people, can learn this in 3 days, and we're here for the
Yeah.
extra 4 days to just help with any discrepancies, help with any issues, and it's very interactive, and it's also, like your current CRM package, it's able to do anywhere. We can also do it online and on webcast as well.
So even if the company's out of state, I want to set up a meeting with them, I could do it.
Yes.
What happens after you guys take off? Because I don't want to be kind of stuck with something. If there are additional questions, I do understand it's easy, but some people just don't take on to things
Yeah.
as quickly.
Well, we have a support tab over here. It's very active, and it's something that we can always be here for. And it has, we'll give feedback, and we'll just make sure you have all the things that you need. You'll also continuously have my card. I'll be your representative. So if you have any time, any day or night, even if a Georgia football game, I can be here for you to help with sales numbers
Okay.
or any discrepancies you may have.
Yeah, no, I completely appreciate that one.
So is there would you like me to set up maybe a meeting with some of your sales employees to see if they would want to do a trial run and see how they feel about it in their system?
Not so much our sales force. I'm sure that that's going to be a later. I'm going to include our sales manager, and then one of our accountants to sit down and really see if this could play in. And then if it does seem to work out, we'll definitely move forward and then invite the rest of the sales team into it. You get so many opinions and it just kind of tone it down. But definitely, if you wouldn't mind speaking to my secretary on the way out and set up a date for next Tuesday, if that would be all right with you.
Yes, that'd be wonderful for me. So I'll just go talk to your secretary?
Perfect, sounds good.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Next time you should just bring your plug in on the meeting and
Yeah,
let's get his opinion. on
He's
it,
usually
too.
here with me.
Okay.
So he's pretty awesome. He likes to hang out in the office and he helps push around paperwork. So it's really exciting. I trained him to do that.
Okay, I would love to see that.
Most
It
people
was
do.
great meeting you, and as I said, you have all the information. If you need any more, feel free to reach out to me.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.